April 5, 1994, the day music lost its reluctant voice of a generation. Kurt Cobain was only 27 when his body was found inside his Seattle greenhouse. And the scene was gruesome, shocking even to hardened investigators. Let's walk through it, scientifically, but without turning away. Kurt Cobain was discovered slumped against the wall, a Remington Model 11 resting across his chest. On the ground, beside his body, lay a box of shotgun shells, paraphernalia, and a handwritten note addressed to his fans and his wife, Courtney Love. The greenhouse was quiet. Too quiet. Blood had splattered across the floor and walls, but most of the carnage was contained to Kurt's head. What investigators walked into wasn't just the death of a rock star. It was the clinical anatomy of destruction. Cobain had pressed the 20 gauge under his chin. When he pulled the trigger, the blast traveled upward with catastrophic force. The entry wound was just beneath his chin. The discharge obliterated his upper jaw, shattered his palate, and destroyed much of his cranial cavity. The pellets and gas pressure tore through his brainstem and skull, causing instant death. What remained was massive trauma, extensive skull fracturing, a gaping exit wound at the top of the head, and blood mixed with brain matter pooling on the floor. The recoil was so violent that it flipped and landed across his chest. Cobain's body showed evidence of heavy heroin use. Toxicology later revealed his blood contained 1.52 milligrams per liter of morphine, a lethal amount by itself, equivalent to 3 times what a heavy user could withstand. Traces of Valium were also present. His arm still bore fresh puncture marks from intravenous injection, which raises the question, could he even have pulled the trigger in that state? Some say the dose alone would have knocked him unconscious. Others argue his tolerance made it possible.